Hi, my name is Suresha, and I'm a somatic educator. And I want to tell you why I feel it's important, really, for everyone to consider becoming a somatic educator for your own body. One thing that's really important to remember is that this is your home. This is the only one that you get. It's not like a house where if something goes wrong or you change your mind, you want to change neighborhoods, you get to move. This is the only one that you get for your entire life, so you really have to take good care of it. And the best way to take good care of it is through prevention. And like your house, it needs to have a firm foundation that is sound. It needs to have support beams, like your skeleton, that are plumb. If anything goes out of alignment with itself, and those forces of gravity or that come from the activities that you're going to be using it for are not able to receive those forces properly, you're going to get all kind of things jammed up and tensions are going to be created. Forces are going to be laying in tissues that are not meant to carry them or transmit them. The other thing that's different about your body is that there's a lot of soft tissue. The tendons and the ligaments are pretty strong, but everything is connective tissue. The bones are connective tissue. The ligaments and tendons are connective tissue. They roll right into the muscles that are enveloped and permeated by the fascia. The fascia is so strong and resilient and elastic, yet it's also very, very fragile. It's full of fluids. It's full of nerve fibers and blood vessels that, just like your pipes or your wiring in your house, if there are any restrictions, if there's any short circuiting, if there's any clogs, impingements, it's not going to work well for very long, and you wouldn't hesitate to take those pressures off and to open things up so it flows smoothly again. Well, consider the same for your body. And actually, the technique that I'm going to show you of rediscovering your neutral baseline is going to create that space for you again. It's going to create that openness. It's going to create that balance so that everything can transmit it through the body in the way that it's supposed to. Your body is also your transportation. It's your first form of transportation. And like your car, if the wheels are going different directions at the same time, you're going to have a real hard time getting where you're going. Because the body is so elastic, it'll let you keep going, but those forces of that imbalance are going to build, and it's going to create some jam-ups in those joints that are going to wind up in the wear and tear that we wind up calling aging. And you may be one of those people in middle age where you have to have a knee surgery or a hip surgery or replacement sometime. You don't need to have that happen. I mean, if you return to neutral baseline on a regular basis, those forces are going to be leveled. They're going to be balanced, and the articular surfaces are going to maintain that glide and that slide that they're meant to have. Now, believe me, whether you underuse or overuse your body, either one is going to create strain. Either one is going to create loads and forces that are not optimal. And posture is a main source of load bearing. So we're going to find out how for you to locate the optimum posture. It's not perfection that we're looking for. It's not absolute symmetry. It's what feels balanced and neutral for you. That's what's going to be what brings you home. You are going to be the one that punches in the address of this home so that you can get back to it. And you're going to be the one that programs your own GPS so that you know when you're off, you know when you're going a detour, you know it's going to feel wrong, it's going to look wrong, and you're going to change that guidance right back to where you belong. So whether you're doing a hobby like gardening or photography or just out for a hike, it loads patterns onto your body. So this is the other reason why you really need to consider this work, is because you're not going to be able to get out of patterns being filed on top of patterns that are already there. So you learn these initial things about how to move, walk, talk, run, sit, but then you learned how to do the work that you do, whatever that is. You learned how to play a sport, you learned how to do yoga, you learned how to do Pilates. All of those require other patterns to get filed on top of the ones that are already there. And who's to say that they're in harmony? There could be easily conflicting patterns. There could be easily counterproductive patterns, compensatory patterns. So you have to know how to feel into all of that and work it out so that you return to that neutral. And then you can do whatever you want. And it'll feel amazing. It'll feel much easier. It'll feel much more energized. At the end of the day, you'll feel much better than you did, than you ever would have thought you could feel. Number 3, your body is your sanctuary. It's responsible for how you feel, your emotions, your thoughts. They are all things. They have form. Remember how your body works on information? Thought forms, emotions, feelings, all of those are telling your body how to contract or release the muscles, what to do with your bones and your ability to move in case you're going to need it for fight and flight. So if your body is not at ease, if you're in sympathetic overdrive and you're in hyperarousal, then there's going to be no peace. The mind, the heart, the energy are not going to be able to settle and be at peace in your sanctuary if your body is not in peace. This work is also going to show you how to reset your nervous system and actually just calm down. If you want more detail on why this works, please, again, look at my books on somatic intelligence. Visit my website, www.neurosomatics.net. The next video, number 3, I'm going to teach you this work.